probably my favorite. But when someone doesn't, that breaks my heart apart. But I love it sometimes. It's very good for me. But I really love it. It's my favorite part of school. I like that. My favorite part of school is reading.
She probably makes the most best meals. She probably puts a lot of work into it. She's a really good cook, and I think we also need to thank her for it.
My name's Alicia Boswick, and I have two children. One that has gone through the school here in Monroe from start to finish, and then another daughter who is currently in 6th grade. This school to me is amazing because it's full of amazing teachers. I don't think I've experienced a bad teacher in the school. They're all amazing in their own ways. My children are drastically different, both educationally and socially. I feel that both of my children have been served extremely well in the school. My son, who was really academically strong, but he would have issues as far as not always giving it his best, and the teachers here always knew when to push him to do better. They knew when the work he handed in wasn't his best, made him redo it, and taught him as a student to excel and to always strive to do his best, not just meet the requirements, but to be better. My daughter, on the other hand, is highly ADHD, which as a parent and I'm sure as a student is challenging emotionally, and it's not something that's easy to work through. And from what I've experienced here are teachers that are willing to email me every day as I'm trying to, work through her meds and work through improving her education. Teachers that'll email me every day on how her day was, what she needs, help me regulate her medication properly. I don't know of a school that would do that. And my pediatrician has even, made mention of how amazing it is that the teachers here are so engaged in helping us get Emily to where she needs to be. So I couldn't be more thankful.
The Habits of a Learner is a rubric that students use to evaluate themselves and teachers use to evaluate them. The targets for the Habits of a Learner that teachers use to evaluate students are responsibility and self-direction, collaboration and leadership, reflection, perseverance and revision, and creativity and communication. As a student, I have really benefited from the Habits of a Learner, and it's helped me evaluate myself and see my goals and my strengths and my weaknesses, and use all of that to make myself a better learner in the class. A personal story of mine that really showed me how I could use this rubric to my advantage was in 6th grade. I thought that I could goof around and I could not listen to the teacher, and when my report card came around on the Habits of a Learner, it said that I was in the beginning category, which is the lowest category on the Habits of a Learner. And I was really disappointed because I didn't understand. So what I did as a learner is I looked over the Habits of a Learner, looked at what accomplished meant, and looked at what becoming meant, and compared of where I was and where I wanted to be. And then I used the targets on the Habits of a Learner to set goals for myself to be able to go to the accomplished category. When I do a project, I'm thinking about the Habits of a Learner because I want to make sure that I'm being responsible, I'm self-directing myself, I'm collaborating with my group, and I'm also being a leader at the same time. I am persevering with my project, and I am also checking for mistakes, and I am also creatively communicating with my classmates.
Music is a combination between music and art. It's where the create artists.
First fret, right there, and then you stroke 3 bottom chords. Then C, librology is a mix of library and technology for
Every month we meet for data teams, so we have a lot of different teachers, a special educator, and we go over the data that we have collected each month. And this is really helpful for me because not only am I able to see each student's progress through that month, but I'm also able to see areas where students may be lacking overall, so I can change my teaching to pinpoint those areas. And it's also really helpful to have different people's input about different strategies that we can use in order to reach the different students in the classroom.
Hello, my name is Jeannie Richards. I'm Superintendent of Schools here in the Monroe School District, and I just wanted to be able to say a couple of words about our school here. At Monroe School, I think it's very fair to say that students come first. The school lives that daily, and when we're looking at students and they're coming first, we're talking about student performance both academically as well as the social and emotional. I know using the word whole child or phrase whole child is an old phrase, but it truly is the case here in Monroe. We really do focus on the needs of the kids and are really very pleased to be able to share all of that with you on this video. I think I would talk about student performance as being very strong here in Monroe. We're very much focused on project learning and all that students must produce in order to show us that they have learned. We also are definitely a community school, and a community school within the school in terms of staff working very closely together with the students and with themselves. We're also a community school in terms of our whole community and the community of Monroe. There's very strong working relationships between the town and the school. And I think it's also very fair to say, or to be able to brag a little bit about our parent-teacher-family organization. They are a real team with our teachers, and we're very pleased to be able to really live that here in Monroe in terms of the fact that the school does belong to its community, and we're all involved with the really healthy development of the students in Monroe. So we really want to be able to just say in all that you're hearing about our school, that you are seeing that we really do live this from a day-to-day vantage point, and that our students and our staff are both really working well together to make things happen for our students.
Thanks for coming!